For the first time in history, enters Faridabad. We are going to reinvent how plotted development is done in India. Presenting Godrej Retreat, India's first ever resort-style plotted development by Godrej Properties. And now let me invite Piyush Kumar, Channel Head for Haryana region, to take you through the product in detail.
Thank you for having me here. Ladies and gentlemen, today I am going to unveil the most awaited, the biggest and a very special product launch of the real estate industry. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Godrej's first ever resort style plotted development in India, presenting Godrej Retreat Faridabad. And for you to understand what exactly is a resort style plotted development, we have made a very beautiful AV which you would really enjoy. So please absorb the AV, and then after the AV, when I come back, I'll tell you very special thing about that specific AV that you have just seen. Can I have the AV please? Wow, I know you would have loved it and definitely liked it. But let me go back to what I said just before the AV started, is that I'm going to share something very special about this particular product. And before going ahead and going into the detail about what exactly is the product all about, let me give you let me open a secret of Godrej Properties. Do you want to know why Godrej Properties is #1 preference amongst real estate consumers? Why Godrej Properties is #1 amongst its partners? There is one simple reason to it. And the secret is that all our products that we design, all the communication that we make, the epicenter of everything is our own consumers. So all the products which we make are for the consumers and are made by the consumers. So we ask hundreds of questions from from 100 of prospective buyers, and then we design a product which obviously is, if designed by yourself, of course you will love it and like it. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, every product of Godrej Properties is the best product in the market. We also focus on a couple of very, very important things, like what is missing in that specific market. Like for Faridabad, we know what you are not getting it here. So ladies and gentlemen, when I go through the presentation, you will find every gaps in Faridabad real estate market has now been filled. So before I go ahead, why not show you Faridabad from a completely different angle? Or let me tell you an angle which you definitely cannot see it by sitting inside your home or maybe working in your office. It is a bird eye view of Faridabad. And before I show you what exactly that video is, I would also like to thank Faridabad for giving us the biggest welcome that we were actually dreaming of. So let me not tell you that, and I believe all of you are already aware that we have received a massive response, and that is why you are today logged in and right in front of your screens, because you were waiting for this biggest launch. The next video is about the location of this project, which of course in buying any real estate product, which is the #1 criteria of buying any apartment or plots or commercial property, it is the location. So it is a new way of showing you the location of Godrej Retreat, Sector 83, Faridabad, from the bird eye view, shot from the drone. Ladies and gentlemen, please witness a completely different way of visualizing Faridabad. Can I have the drone AV of Faridabad, please? loved this bird eye view. I hope you also loved it. And this is how beautiful the city of Faridabad is. But ladies and gentlemen, the whole objective of showing you this AV was to tell you that how premium this location is, where Godrej Retreat is coming up. This is Sector 83, Faridabad. And of course, from the video, you have already seen the major advantages of buying a plot in Godrej Retreat. But still, let me give you a few important things regarding this location. Is in case you're buying a plot in Faridabad, the biggest advantage, which according to me, I believe, is that Faridabad is the only city which is directly connected to the other equally major cities like Noida, Delhi, Gurugram. If you are like working in Gurugram, you can easily travel to Faridabad. If you are working in Faridabad, you want to live in Noida, it was also a similar type of thing. So because we are directly connected for all these three cities, and no other city except Delhi enjoy the same advantage. You cannot go to Noida from Gurugram directly, or you cannot go to Gurugram from Noida. But if you buy a property in Faridabad, the biggest advantage is you are directly connected with all these three major cities of Delhi NCR as well. Another key point while in the AV that you must have noticed is about the expressways. The FNG expressway, which is very close to our property, is going to make it amongst the most premium location in coming future, which is also very near, and make it the grade A location of Faridabad. The reason is that FNG connects your Faridabad, Noida and Ghaziabad all together, and because it is an expressway, you know how quickly people can travel up and down from these places. The another key thing about buying a property at this location is the Eastern Peripheral Expressway. By the name you already know, it is a very famous expressway which is already constructed. Going ahead, you will come to know that one of the biggest hospitals is coming in this location. Next is again retail and hotels. You can just find the best retail markets in Faridabad are so close to this place, 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers. It's a 4-5 minutes drive from Godrej Retreat. Business parks, of course, where will you work? You have a place to shop, you have a school where your kids can study, and then your job also nearby. The business parks right in front of you, all in a range of again very close, 3, 4, 5, 10 kilometers. And then the most important thing, wherever you invest, there has to be a future. It cannot just remain the same. So we have also highlighted the upcoming infrastructures, which is very close to Godrej Retreat, while couple of things which we have already mentioned, like FNG Expressway. Another thing that we want to mention is about a construction of a bridge, which is worth 350 crores. It's a Manjawali bridge, which is coming over Yamuna River, and it is going to connect Faridabad with Greater Noida. Another critical thing is a very important thing that is required to make a location very premium is of course the golf course. If you go anywhere in India, not only in India, across the globe, the most premium locations are those locations where a golf course is. Like, ladies and gentlemen, you can read an 18-hole golf course is very close from where this property is. It is also planned in Faridabad. And of course, please note and see that any location which is close to a golf course location is considered as a very premium property. And of course, the last thing is a Faridabad bypass road, which you should know will be a 12-lane highway, which is expected to expand very soon, and then you know what type of connectivity we are talking about. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are planning to buy any property, while it is a residential, commercial or anything, this is the property that you need to buy. And the reason, the biggest reason, is right in front of you, the type of infrastructures that we are talking about. So now it is time to go inside the project. A lot of you have been asking us questions that what is the design of the project? Where will be my plot? What are the infrastructures which are present inside the project? So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. I am showing you the massive township and the detailed master plan of the same. You can see there are 5 parcels. The name of each parcel has a reason behind it. And let me not unveil it right now, but still let me tell you the names of the parcel is Godrej Retreat Symphony, Godrej Retreat Orchard, Godrej Retreat Vibe, Godrej Retreat Vista, and Godrej Retreat Aroma. You can also get some cues that there are few gardens which are mentioned here. So without spending much time, let me show you a video which will actually help you understand the detailed about this project, and you will also see your future home for the first time, how it looks from inside. Can we have the AV please? Wow, this is a completely new experience of seeing a master plan, isn't it? Now you know why this is a very, very special project, right? Every 5 parcels, I mentioned name of all of them earlier. Now you know the reason. There is a reason behind everything. This is so much hard work that we do behind the screens before presenting it in front of you. This is an amazing product, ladies and gentlemen. While you must have noticed the smart way of designing the product makes every plot a very, very good plot. You need not worry which plot I have to buy, which is a good plot, which is a bad plot. Every plot is just flawless and perfect. Every plot will get good sunlight. Every plot will get good amount of air. Everything is so perfect. The roads, perfect. Every parcel will have its own commercial shops. Perfect. This is a perfect parcel, perfect project, perfect area. I believe after seeing this video, a lot of you must have already decided that, okay, finally we are going to live a life which we have only dreamt of. But ladies and gentlemen, my personal favorite while in the video I found are the gardens. The gardens, the name of the gardens that you have seen, it's just something which I think I miss while living in Gurgaon, or maybe if you're living in Delhi, or maybe you're living in Noida, or even in Faridabad. These are the times how we used to live in childhood days. You remember you used to play around a tree. All these things are coming back. Your parents will love it. Your children would love it. This is the best, perfect plotted development in India. But if you thought, this is it, this is all that we have to show you today, no, it isn't. The big unveil is now. For the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to show you the actual walkthrough of Godrej Retreat. This is a very special one, and now you would actually get to know what exactly is Godrej Retreat from inside. Live it, and then we'll come back and give you more detail about it. Can we have the beautiful video of the walkthrough of Godrej Retreat? Well, I know this walkthrough must have impressed you for sure. और मैं जानता हूं आपको ये वीडियो फिर से देखने का मन होगा, क्योंकि मुझे हो रहा है. Such is the beauty of Godrej Retreat. But don't worry, we will be sharing this video with all of you very soon, and you can watch it multiple times. But then, ladies and gentlemen, I have to give you more detail about why exactly it is a resort style plotted development, which is something which differentiates Godrej Retreat than any other plotted development around or anywhere in the country. The number one thing, any plot that you buy here, there is a grand entrance of the township which is through a 24-meter road. The double lane road से जब आपके प्रोजेक्ट में आप एंटर करोगे, आपको फील होगा you are entering into a grand, big, huge township. The next is about colors. Do you know every parcel is planned in a way that all of them are different in colors because of the type of plants and trees that we'll be using. It would just look amazing and out of this world. The next is indeed the biggest differentiator of Godrej Retreat. Number 2, why you should buy Godrej Retreat. And this is the big one, ladies and gentlemen. Please make a note of it. Godrej Retreat has 1,500 trees inside the township. Can you imagine? 1,500 trees. This is big and massive. And of course, along with it, you have 2.5 kilometers of shaded walkway as well, which is of course for your evening and morning walks, all these things. Well, we mentioned about 1,500 trees. We also mentioned about colors which every parcel will have because of its landscape. Now let me give you a little bit detail so that you know how and we are actually bringing out colors inside Godrej Retreat. Let us go parcel by parcel and let me give you names on some trees, and you would know a lot of names because definitely your childhood memory आपकी ऐसी होगी जहाँ पे आपको याद होगा, आप इन सारे पेड़ के अगल बगल खेले होंगे, कुछ यादें ताज़ा कर लेते हैं. Like parcel A में आप देखेंगे the trees which are planted around road is a cananga and bacane trees. Shrubs that will be inside the park, there will be jasmine. In parcel B, when we come, the color, like you can see that we have mentioned, it is red or white color plantation. So the trees that we have used there is gulmohar and samel. The park side, again, there will be neem, bottle brush. There are a lot of different type of trees and plants. Next on the list is parcel C, which is basically a blue, purple or violet color. These trees which are present here are Hong Kong orchid or Neeli gulmohar. Park side में अगर आप देखेंगे तो monkey stall. Shrubs that we have used is of hibiscus. Parcel D, then coming to इसका जो कलर होगा वो ग्रीन और पीकॉक ब्लू प्लांटेशन है. तो हमने जो ट्रीज यहाँ पे यूज किया है वो शीशम है और पिलखन है. पार्क साइड में फिर हम बरना, महारुख टाइप के ट्रीज लगा रहे हैं. जो श्रब्स हैं वो फाइकस लॉन्ग आइलैंड श्रब्स हैं. लास्ट जो पार्सल है वो येलो और कलर्ड फ्रूट वाला पार्सल है. आई थिंक मेरा फेवरेट पार्सल, जिसमें अगर आप देखेंगे जो ट्रीज हम यूज कर रहे हैं वो अमलताज यूज कर रहे हैं, पीली गुलमोहर यूज कर रहे हैं. पार्क साइड में जो फ्रूट के ट्रीज हम लगाएंगे वो मैंगो है, चीकू, मलबरी, गूसबेरी, गुआवा, अनार. थिंक ऑफ एवरीथिंग। पर जब मैं ये नाम ले रहा हूं, आप हमेशा याद रखिएगा कि आपके बच्चे जो आज स्कूल में जाते हैं, बस में जाते हैं, कंक्रीट हर जगह पे लाइफ जीते हैं, आपके पास ये मौका है कि उनको वापस से वो लाइफ दे जो आपने जिया है। सो प्लीज, द वन रीजन व्हाई यू शुड बाय इट आल्सो फॉर योर चिल्ड्रन, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ पीपल थिंक कि दिस इज ओनली गुड फॉर ओल्ड एज पीपल, बिकॉज उनकी वॉकिंग होती है, दे स्पेंड लॉट ऑफ टाइम देयर। बट आई पर्सनली बिलीव this project is going to bring you closer to nature, and the reasons were right in front of you. Reason number 3, and a very beautiful one, it is about the garden of 5 senses which is present inside Godrej retreat. And if you remember, I mentioned this is very, very close to my heart. I just love this concept. Right in front of you, the garden of 5 senses. The 5 senses based on which we have tried to design these gardens are smell, taste, sound, sight and touch. We have named all of them like the fragrance garden, the garden of berries, garden of ripples, garden of hues and tactile garden. So what is fragrance garden? So in fragrance garden, we'll have fragrant trees and shrubs. You know how lovely it would be to spend your time there. Next is garden of berries. In this garden, we'll be planting a lot of trees which will have berries especially, which are loved by children, and of course are very good for your health. Next is your garden of ripples. This is a very special one because this is based on the sense of sound, and sound of chirping birds, looping sound of water, the breezing whispering through the trees. These are the sounds when you will be sitting inside this garden, you will feel it, and you know you will be mesmerized at that moment of time. And next is garden of hues, like like a beautiful painting at Godrej retreat, and this garden has the most beautiful views reserved for you with colorful trees and beautiful birds. I think garden of hues would also become a favorite of moms and dads. Next is of course the tactile garden. The textured plantation will let you feel the intricate design of nature through the sense of touch. The reflexology zone activates your senses and enhances healing of the mind and body. So you know all these gardens based on 5 senses, and once you start living there, you would be even now more closer to nature. And now reason number 4, and this is related to security, safety of your family. So pay attention to it, ladies and gentlemen, how this particular township is one of the most secure township being developed in India. You can see right in front of you, we'll have trained security guards who will be present all around the clock. You will have boom barriers on every entry and exits. All the common areas, the common roads, the big ones or the small ones are very well lit, so there is never dark. And then of course the security gate at all entry points, so there will be multiple checkpoints before anybody reaches out to you. The next is of course the digital CCTV surveillance and a power backup facility for the common area, and this is because there will be no time in the night when the project will go dark, and that is why we have also given power backup for the common areas. But the most important one, which again differentiates Godrej Retreat from any other plotted development, is its 2.8 meter high secured perimeter wall. Yes, the project is actually secured by walls which is up to 2.8 meter high. So typically a 100% completely secure township where you and your family can live carefree and enjoy your life. And now reason number 5, और मेरे हिसाब से प्लॉट खरीदने वालों के लिए सबसे जरूरी जानकारी जो है वो अब ये वाला रीजन है, जो इसको ध्यान से सुनिएगा। सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, प्लॉट्स के जो साइजेस हैं, दीज आर वेरी अट्रैक्टिव साइजेस। अगर आप देखेंगे तो इसका साइजेस स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 83.6 स्क्वायर मीटर्स to 150.5 square meters. अगर मैं इसको स्क्वायर यार्ड्स में बोलूं तो अराउंड 109-110 स्क्वायर यार्ड्स टेंटेटिवली से स्टार्ट होता है एंड गोज अप टू अप्रॉक्स 180 स्क्वायर यार्ड्स। उसके बीच में बहुत सारे साइजेस हैं जो अवेलेबल हैं, 120, 130, 140 डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ प्लॉट्स अवेलेबल हैं। तो आपका जिस हिसाब से आपका चॉइस है आप वैसा कर सकते हो। ऐसा नहीं है कि केवल 2 या 3 ही टाइप्स हैं, मल्टीपल 7, 8, 10 तरीके के टाइप हैं प्लॉट्स के, वो आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो आपका जैसा बजट है आप उस हिसाब से यहाँ पे प्लॉट चूज कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट जो मेरा मानना है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है वो ये है कि यहाँ पे जो कंस्ट्रक्शन अलाउड है इस प्लॉट में वो अप फ्रॉम S+4 यानी कि स्टिल +4 फ्लोर्स तक अलाउड है। वो बेसिकली इन्वेस्टमेंट के एंगल से अगर आप देखेंगे तो आई थिंक ये बहुत बड़ा पॉइंट बन जाता है, बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है कि आप स्टिल्ट +4 फ्लोर्स बनाने का परमिशन है यहां पर। अगला चीज है कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड वाटर लाइन का कनेक्शन हम आपको ऑलरेडी आपके प्लॉट तक दे रहे होंगे। नेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, जो प्लॉट्स में इन्वेस्टमेंट करते होंगे वो इस चीज को समझेंगे, इसका इंपॉर्टेंस, कि जो अप्रूव्ड FAR है इसका वो 2 है। यानी कि फॉर एग्जांपल अगर 1000 स्क्वायर फीट का आपका प्लॉट है तो उसके ऊपर आप 2000 स्क्वायर फीट तक का कंस्ट्रक्शन कर सकते हैं। ऑफ कोर्स उसके आगे और पीछे आपको कुछ स्पेस छोड़ना पड़ता है, वो डिटेल हम आराम से 1-on-1 करेंगे। लेकिन एक एक्स्ट्रा चीज जो आपको बताना चाहते हैं कि FAR 2 तो अप्रूव्ड है, लेकिन अगर आपको एक्स्ट्रा कंस्ट्रक्शन करना है तो इसमें अलाउड है FAR एक्सपैंड करने का 2.64 तक, जो आपको शायद जहां पे आप 3 अपार्टमेंट बना सकते थे वहां पे आप एक और बना लेंगे। ये बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज है और ये गवर्नमेंट को एक नॉमिनल, बहुत ही नॉमिनल प्राइस, आप जब इसके बारे में जानेंगे तो आपको पता लगेगा कि बहुत ही छोटा प्राइस है जिसको पे करके आप अपना FAR भी इंक्रीज करवा सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट, एंड आई बिलीव अगेन फॉर इन्वेस्टर्स जो चाहते हैं कि मैं प्लॉट खरीदूं और उसको बेच दूं, या कोई ऐसी फैमिली जो 2 लोग 3 लोग मिलकर एक साथ खरीद रहे हैं, उनके लिए अगेन अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट कि आप हर फ्लोर को, इसको ध्यान से सुनिएगा, हर फ्लोर को आप अलग अलग रजिस्टर करवा सकते हैं। सो यू हैव अ फ्रीडम टू रजिस्टर डिफरेंट फ्लोर्स विद डिफरेंट नेम्स एंड एंटिटीज। टिपिकली यानी कि आपने अगर 4 फ्लोर बनाए, आप उनमें से 2 चाहें खुद के पास रख लीजिए और बाकी 2 को अलग अलग एंटिटी को बेच भी सकते हैं। सो ये एक बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज है। और अगर आप किसी भी सीजन्ड रियल एस्टेट एक्सपर्ट से पूछेंगे तो आई बिलीव जब प्लॉट्स आप खरीदते हैं तो उसके पीछे सबसे बड़ा रीजन ये होता है कि आपको इतने अपार्टमेंट बनाने की राइट होती है, आप उसमें एक्सपैंड भी कर सकते हैं, एंड देन आपके हर फ्लोर का अलग अलग रजिस्ट्रेशन। ये हर जगह नहीं होता है, कई जगह पे रूल्स होते हैं कि आपको मिनिमम जो साइज होना चाहिए वो 150 स्क्वायर यार्ड होना चाहिए। बट अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे छोटे साइजेस में भी आप हर फ्लोर का रजिस्ट्रेशन अलग कर सकते हैं, विच इज अ बिग स्टोरी फॉर दोज गाइज who are looking Godrej Retreat as an investment option. And then next on the product list, and I believe one of the very very unique thing that we have tried to inbuilt in this project is, again, you cannot live without internet. That is why we will have FTTH connection, यानी कि fiber to home जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वो हम इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं इस टाउनशिप में। तो आपके हर प्लॉट के तक ये कनेक्शन आया हुआ होगा, तो आपको बहुत हाई स्पीड इंटरनेट का जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है वो बना हुआ मिलेगा, जिसके लिए बाद में खर्चा नहीं करना पड़ता है। लास्ट इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें जो आपके लिए जानना जरूरी है, जो यूजुअली लोग खरीदने वक्त नोटिस नहीं करते हैं, बट लेट मी मेंशन इट, कि एवरी पार्सल विल हैव इट्स ओन इंडिपेंडेंट STP यानी कि सीवेज एंड वाटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट फॉर ईच क्लस्टर, राइट आई टेल, एवरी पार्सल के लिए। देन वील हैव अ डेडिकेटेड शटल सर्विसेज फॉर द प्रोजेक्ट, यानी कि एक शटल सर्विसेज जो होगा, जो प्रोजेक्ट से स्टार्ट होगा, आपको नियरेस्ट मेट्रो जाना है या मे बी अगर आपको नियरेस्ट किसी भी इंपॉर्टेंट जंक्शन पे जाना है तो एक डिफाइंड रूट होता है, उस पर वो बस चलती है और आप उसका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज एम्बुलेंस, आई थिंक वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एक डेडिकेटेड एम्बुलेंस सर्विस भी होगा इस प्रोजेक्ट में। तो कभी भी इमरजेंसी में आपके पास आपका एम्बुलेंस है, आपको कॉल करके वेट करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, सामने में एम्बुलेंस आपके टाउनशिप के अंदर होगा और कभी भी कोई इमरजेंसी पड़ी आप इसका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। एंड देन द लास्ट थिंग इज ऑफ कोर्स रिलेटेड टू नेचर अगेन, विच इज रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग सिस्टम विच इज प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द प्रोजेक्ट। तो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, अभी तक आपको जो हमने बताया वो था प्रोडक्ट के बारे में, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, जिस टाइप का ये प्रोडक्ट अभी यहां तक जो स्टोरी हमने आपको पूरी सुनाई है, डेफिनेटली ये इंडिया का वन ऑफ द बेस्ट प्रोजेक्ट बनता हुआ दिख रहा है। और आई थिंक ये अपॉर्चुनिटी है आप सबके लिए कि आप इसको इमीडिएटली खरीदें और अपने फैमिली को ऐसा तोहफा दें जो शायद ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दोबारा नहीं आएगी। तो इस चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए कि बहुत ही लिमिटेड प्लॉट्स हैं एंड ये सारे एमिनिटीज हैं, जो गार्डन्स हैं, ये जो एमिनिटीज मैंने आपको बताया, एम्बुलेंस सर्विस, शटल, जो इसका लैंडस्केप है, जो इसके रोड्स हैं, जो सिक्योरिटी है, जो वॉल्स बाउंड्री पे बनाए हमने, इन सब चीज को ध्यान में रखते हुए एक चीज आप ध्यान में रखिएगा जो हम बोल रहे हैं आपको, वो ये है कि गोदरेज रिट्रीट फरीदाबाद इज राइट नाउ इंडियाज नंबर 1 project to buy and the best buy in the market. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you know Godrej Retreat Faridabad. This is the complete detail of the product. And now it is time to know the financials. How can you buy it? How can you get a piece of Godrej Retreat Faridabad? So first of all, I'll tell you the sequence. We will right now unveil the payment plan. Is basically how the payments would be collected from you. The second would be I'll be unveiling the price of the launch price of the project. And third, we'll let you know what is the booking process. So number one is the payment plan. So the payment plan of Godrej Retreat Faridabad currently under offer is a development link payment plan, in which, if you can see, which is right in front of your screen, the payment plan is as such, which is completely linked to the construction or progress of the project. So like you can see, the application money, depending on size of the land, is 3, 4 and 5 lakh rupees. Within 18 days of the booking, you have to complete 10% of total cost of the property, and then within 1 month, which is 30 days from agreement of sale, you have to give another 10%. And then you can see it is a very easy to understand payment plan, typically a 20 into 20 into 20 payment plan, in which you have to pay 20% of the cost of the property as per the progress of the project. At the intimation of possession, we have kept 10% of the total cost of the property. So this particular payment plan is a very good payment plan, considering it is a plot being developed by India's best real estate developer. Now the final unveil, the price of Godrej Retreat Faridabad, the most important, the most awaited moment of this launch. So ladies and gentlemen, I am unveiling and I am opening the official launch price of Godrej Retreat Faridabad right now on your screen, and it is 56,000 rupees per square yard. And in case you are interested to buy a higher PLC unit, the highest price can go up to 61,000 rupees per square yard. So the price, the official price is right on your screen. Ladies and gentlemen, it is only 56,000 rupees per square yard, and you can own a piece of India's #1 best developer, Godrej Properties, in this throwaway price of only 56,000 rupees per square yard. This is the launch price, and I believe all of you must have already started putting your names, signature on your check to complete your booking formalities. But if I tell you this is not the final price, the price which you will be getting, especially for you, especially for customers who have generated interest with us, or who will be generating EOI, which is expression of interest with us, we will have a very special limited period for limited number of plots. The price, the special price of the same is only rupees 51,000 per square yard. This is the deal of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Only 51,000 rupees per square yard, and you can own a piece of, I repeat, India's best, India's #1, and indeed the best product right now in the country, Godrej Retreat Faridabad. In case you are interested to buy a higher PLC unit, you can go, the prices typically can go up to 56,000 rupees per square yard only. So this is the deal of the lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. Like a plot is of a lifetime, the deal is also for a lifetime. I repeat, it is for very limited customers and not on complete 100% of the plots. It is also limited to only few plots. It will not be applicable for all the plots. The prices are out, everything is out. Now let us know what is the booking formality. The booking formality is very simple, and it starts with expression of interest. The process of generating an EOI is right on your screen. It is very simple. You have to sign an application form, then your KYC, and check in favor of Godrej Retreat Orchard. The amount you already know, it is basis on what size you are buying. It is either 3, 4 or 5 lakh rupees. This is the EOI process, which is very simple. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you have already done it, please wait for the big day, and in case you have not done it yet, Now is the time to press the button, ladies and gentlemen. Please call your channel partners or please call us and get your EOI generated right away, because the number of people who have shown interest in this project is massive, and I would request you not to miss on this opportunity because of time. In case you will take time in deciding it, trust me, there is a huge probability that you might lose an allotment of a piece of Godrej Retreat Faridabad. Next, which I want to share with you, are RTGS details, check in favor of, are all right on your screen. You can see and start your payment process right away. Do not wait. I repeat, do not wait. It is a cue why I am repeating it so many times. Do not wait. Please call us, call your channel partners immediately to start EOI process for Godrej Retreat Faridabad. And the last important announcement, it is when will you get the final allotment of Godrej Retreat Faridabad. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to announce the final, the grand allotment day, on the day when you will finally own, officially own this Godrej Retreat Faridabad is on 8th of November. I repeat, 8th of November, 8 November 2020 is the grand allotment day of Godrej Retreat Faridabad. The day when you will finally own a piece of Godrej Retreat is 8th of November. Limited to only those customers who have generated EOI with us. So it is mandatory to generate EOI. Only then you will be allotted a plot at Godrej Retreat Faridabad. And the process of EOI has already been shared with you. I repeat, do not wait, ladies and gentlemen. In case you have not generated a EOI,